whakaputa, a ki te whai ao, a ki te ao maruma, a tihei mauri o a tihei uri tihei nako whakatauha te rangi e tu iho nei. Whakatauha te papa i raro nei. Whakatauha te mātuku mai ki a Rarotonga. Ko iairuku hia manoa pauroto. A ko iairuku hia manoa pawaho. Ko kakatina ki a tina te more mai ki Hawaiki. He pupu ana, he wana hoki. Tarewa tū ana ki te rangi. Kueke, heke tangaloa, heke pānuku, whano hara mai te toki hami e hui e. Tai ki e. Anō reira. Wa ki mihi a ranga hawa. A kai whea kau ea ka ngaro nei hi a wā. A te rā kai roki pai au. I te hunga o te kahurangi kā, o ti atu koutou e hika mai e. E tō whaia. Tō māma. Waho wahine. Te mātua tupu nā klea. E hoa. Kua mutu te mamai. E tō whaia. Kua mutu te māwiwi. E tō whaia, takoto mai te aroha. E tō whaia, takoto mai te aroha. Ta mātua tupu nā klea, a haere te oki. A tihei wa mauri o rā. E ngā iwi, e ngā reo. E ngā mana, i haere mai, e whakapiri me tūtaki tātou i tēnei ata. Kei te mihi, a kei te mihi atu ki a koutou katoa. E te hoa, Hane, e Ryan, me tō tamariki, kei te mihi nui aroha. Nō reira e hoa, te rangatira, kia kaha, a kia maia, a kia manoa anui. Anō te mihi, me tōna whānau, e noho ana ki South Africa, kei te mihi atu ki a koutou katoa. O ngā kai whakahaere, i tēnei te kamupene a Lucen, e Bruce, me tō hoa, wahine, e Melinda, anō te mihi atu ki a korua. I hoki mai ki a mātou, i tēnei ata, e awhi ana ki a koutou katoa. E hiki mai o ngā wairua taumaha, i roto, i tō whare. Nō reira, o ngā kaimahi ki Lucen, kia kaha, kia maia, kia manu anui. To our family this morning, e noho ana hau I tēnei ata. I stand here before you. For many reasons other than why we are here. To Ryan and your family, we bring our love to you. We bring our love to you from our organisation, from my whānau, Hautamatangianga Haven Falls. This is all about our hono. What we do here in our hono. Our hono is how we connect. E hohono. Lucent is the backbone from how we operate with whānau in need. You always have been, and with myself, I roto I te mahi tūpāpaku, te wāhi tūpāpaku, ngā kore te kau e whā. I've been in this space of tangihanga funerals for 34 years. This morning I want to acknowledge Ryan and your dear wife Claire. And it's far beyond the heaviness of what we all experience, of a sister, a family member, a working family member that happened in our house. A whare here that we spend probably more time in our day than what we do in our own whare. It is really important that we acknowledge this. Ryan, although you weren't here, in its own way, and as we call it, the ngā iri o te whānau, in its own way, she was with family. She wasn't alone. If that can bring any sense of comfort to you. My next part is pretty much this. It's for all of our whānau here that work with Lucent. I myself have been in this space for 34 years. I knew the man Jeff Chaplin. Jeff Chaplin looked after us as Māori. He supplied us as Māori. He supplied us when no other funeral supplier would supply us as Māori. Today I acknowledge that. Using a rep with a korowai of history, which I can say is user-friendly for our Māori people. I acknowledge those years. I acknowledge when we had to get our supplies from overseas. I acknowledge Jeff Chaplin, who was Lucent, here, for understanding us, for loving us, and doing what we do when I entered into this space. Today, 34 years later, I stand before you and acknowledge the work that you do here. Yous are the korowai that wrap yourself around what we do on the front line. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for making us look good. Thank you for where your hands go to and the things that you touch that end up at places like our place to look after the needs of our whānau in their time of grief. Ryan, you find yourself in that space of grief. Ryan, I'm hoping that this space here, whether it be directly or indirectly, has a korowai around Claire on her final journey. And if it doesn't, Bruce, make sure it does. Lucent was Claire, Claire was Lucent. A message that I want to give today, just to hono us together. And I say to all of our staff, in 5 of our branches in Haven Falls throughout the North Island, it is a clear reminder of what we say to them. Know that the clothes that you wear every day, that the food that you eat every day, that the roof that you sleep under every night, and the bed that you lie in, has come from the ability financially from looking after the dead, be it indirectly or directly. So everything that you do enables us to live by looking after the dead. If there's anything I want to leave with you, just to give you a bit more strength today, and that it is that. It's not just a process. Shouldn't just be a clock in and a clock out. It's not just a job. You're doing your part to make sure that a grieving whānau's time and pathway of grief is being served in a way and a manner that is sufficient to their feeling of loss. At this time now, I'm hoping that we've managed to sort of come in as one, our wairu is as one, and that you feel acknowledged this morning. And I'm certainly sure that the heaviness that those of us felt, and that those of us who were there witnessed, we are only here not as anything more than being able to allow you a reminder to say that death, from a Māori perspective, is just another part of life. And for the transition that was made by Claire on Friday, each and every one of us will be making that transition. None of us are void of that journey. Today we acknowledge that journey. Today we acknowledge the journey that she made with the second family here. May our Atua bless you. May he bless this place. May he clear your thoughts of any heaviness. May you find celebration in life and the time that you shared here with a work colleague and with a working sister. At this time now, I'm going to invite Ahimi to come forward. Henry Waratemu and Isaac Puru. These are my bosses, and they just sort of tell me what to do. So at this time now, just to let you know that what we'll be doing now is that we'll be starting our journey of clearing the whare from this point here. When I say clearing the whare, that means all of the good stuff will be going into my van. Is that we want to do a wairea through the place. We want to whakawātea the place. We want to do a clear way. From a Māori perspective, in its simplest terms, it means that we're going to go to the common areas that Claire also walked. And it's about acknowledging her and allowing her to move forward. At the same time allowing us to move forward by clearing a pathway. To define the difference between the world of the living and the world of the dead.
That's right.
To allow us the right and the honour to deal with our grief and the heaviness and the moving forward. Kaore kia koutou e mataku e tō whare. Do not be afraid of your house. This is your house. This is your home. Claire was a member of your family. Let us not make it any other way. Our atua will always tell us when we're ready. I want to let you know that at this time we just want to share our love with you all. And after we've done this, we're going to be going through everywhere through here. And if we go down a one-way corridor or anything, can you please blame Mark, because he's our pilot that's going to be steering us today. As we do this, you will see that Hemi, who will be doing our karakia. To whakawātea this place, that he's going to be clearing a pathway of light and a pathway for us to move forward from this point on. We all will be grieving in our own different levels of grief. Some of us more than others. A lot of us will want to talk about it to other people and to each other. A lot of us will show it in quietness. How you do it is how you do it. as we walk through, you will see the karaki has been done and the water to clear us walking through. If you feel you need to touch anything, please do. The walls, the everything, the doors. There might be a certain point that you remember having an argument with Claire about something. That's what this moment's for. Remember those times and remember those spaces. You own this time. You own this space. It was your relationship, both collectively and individually. We walk through this part with love, and then once we're finished there, we will all reassemble back out here. And it is important that as much as I've shared what I've shared, I would really, as we walk through, find your time to inner think yourself with your relationship. And we're going to invite anyone who may want to say something today to put it out here today. This is part of your grief process. This is part of your honro. This is part of your moving forward. Ngā mihi atu ki a koutou katoa. I'll invite Ngāhimi to come forward and we'll start this process from here. Mihi ana ki a koutou, tēnā koutou, kia ora mai tātou.
Tēnā koutou nei rā te puna wairua, te puna arohaka e tuku mai rā ki aru kiringa i a koutou. Hāpua tēnei wātai, maha mā koutou. Kia kore ai koe te wariwari kia tū ngā tahi ai, hei whānau kotahi, hei whānau kotahi o Lucin, hei whānau kotahi o Pautanga Tangihanga, hei whānau kotahi mā koutou rai rau. Kia ora whānau, tēnā koe e te rangatira e Ellen. Just to elaborate on that whānau mā, the pathway that we are going to walk through will be steered by Mark. And then thereafter, whānau, for those of you who wish to come along on this journey, this is what we call takahi te whare. Can I get everybody to repeat after me, please? Takahi te whare.
Te whare.
Takahi te whare.
Te whare.
Ka pai, you guys are already included. You guys are already part of this process. You guys are already part of this journey. It doesn't matter what walk of life you are from, whānau mā, it doesn't matter what culture you hail from, we are still one. We are still connected as one. Why? Because Claire has brought us all together for this very moment. Ka pai? As we walk through whānau mā, for those of you who wish to follow through and see this process from the start to the finish, you are more than welcome to. Every room that we go into, I would highly encourage you to touch the walls, to touch anything that Claire may have touched. As a part of this process, it helps to lift, it helps to bring peace. Okay? It helps to bring peace, and it also aids Claire's spirit to not linger for longer than she needs to, but to be able to help her on her journey to get back to her own ancestors. Ka pai, are we all on the same page? What's our process called, whānau?
Takani.
Perfect. Takahi
Takani te whare.
te whare. Let's go tātou mā takahi te whare.
Te whare.
Kia ora tātou. On that note, whānau, without further delay, if you don't mind, I'm going to start this process now. We're going to start from here and then we'll be guided through where to go. We are also going to finish right here. Ka pai?
Ka pai.
More than welcome to stand now at this part here, and we really do warmly invite you to follow this journey.